will it stop for these second lights? No, it's gone all the way through. The car's still doing this. Still doing all this. And it actually did it itself really, really well. Will it take the corner nicely? Yeah, it takes the corner really nicely and aborts. Welcome back everybody to Tesla Driver. I hope you're doing very well. Today I'm just going to give you an update on where Tesla Autopilot is here in the UK and what you can and can't do. I know I've been away for a while, so if you want to see more videos on this channel, hit the like button. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers, so share this out, get subscribed, and hopefully we'll get 100,000 subscribers before my new Tesla comes. So Autopilot itself hasn't really changed much since my last video. There's been no major update here in the UK. Obviously in the States, Full Self Drive Beta has become a bigger and more powerful and more amazing system. But here in the UK, it's still not a thing. We still have the limits on how much you can steer and how fast you can go. But you can see, like here, it says stopping for traffic control. Let's see how well it does all of this. So you can see it does need to start slowing down a little bit more before this. Will it take the corner nicely? Yeah, it takes the corner really nicely and aborts. And that's about, guys, where we are with Tesla Autopilot in the UK. I'm showing this completely raw as well, so you can see exactly what it is like at the moment. All I'm doing is going into the city centre of Hereford here. Now obviously we don't have driving on city streets, but we do have the update and it is stopping for traffic lights. It's meant to stop for stop signs and yield like it was meant to there, but it gets a little bit confused. It aborted, and sadly that is where we're still at. There's not loads of improvements, and if I'm being honest, that's why I haven't actually done that many videos. There's not much more for me to show you, but I can go into detail with every feature if you'd like and do a full series again. Give that a whirl and you guys can have a look and make up your own opinion on how you think Tesla Autopilot is doing in the UK. So here we come up to another roundabout here. So you can see going into a 40, it still doesn't slow itself down automatically as it goes into different speed zones. It is slowing down here though, obviously because of the Audi in front. But again, it still doesn't come to a stop itself at roundabouts, and it would just go over it itself. And here I need to take it off and do full control. So roundabouts and stuff, still, it won't do them. But, you know, they haven't said it will do yet, so I don't know what really I was expecting. Let's see if it picks up that person. No, see, it didn't show the jogger there on the road. It did show the cone, but yeah, it didn't show the jogger. I haven't noticed this pick anything, you know, more up recently. It seems to be relatively the same, or that it shows some things very well, and other things it just seems to kind of not bother or forget about. The arrows on the road are still a thing, and they're still sometimes correct. And here we go, stopping for traffic light control. That was impressive actually how early it saw that. I'm wondering whether it just knew that obviously the traffic lights were there, or if it actually saw it, but that was quite good. And this bridge has always been a bit of an issue for the Tesla, because it goes from a 2-lane to a single lane over the bridge. So it's still stopping, and we still here in the UK have to confirm that we're happy for the car to go forward. So I've just initiated it there. Now if these lights do turn red, the car will stop itself, but sometimes it can still be a bit detrimental here. Ooh, will it stop for these second lights? No, it's gone all the way through. The car's still doing this, still doing all this, and it actually did it itself really, really well. Let that car go and continue nicely. That was actually perfect. Wow, okay, it's improved on that bit of road. That was really good. So again, it thinks there's a 60 sign. There's not even a sign there. So there's a 30 on the other side, and it thought it was a 60. What is that about? Did you guys just see that? So for some reason it thought all of the signs there, and even a phantom sign, was a 60. What about this 30 on the left? Does it see it? Yeah, it saw that as a 30. That was really bizarre. Again, picking up the bins. Saying stopping for traffic light control. It's pinged me because it said, hey, it's green, please confirm that I can go through. So I've confirmed it now, and it's catching up nicely behind this Audi. It may have a little fit here because of the lines, but let's see. No, it seems to be fine following the Audi in front. Sorry, I'm a little bit nasally as well. I've still got a cold. Again, it was picking up some diagonals and some weird diamonds on the road that weren't really there. So the arrows and road markings aren't quite fit for the UK, I don't think. Picking up cones nice and early, but again, it's thinking there's maybe 1 or 2 cones. But driving down here, again, it's stopping for these lights, so I've got to confirm that it will go through. Otherwise, it will come to a complete stop at all green lights. And then again, as we roll up to the roundabout, only because we've got cars in front of us will it actually stop and slow down nicely. It's trying to actually squeeze around this Audi, but we do want to go left where this Audi's going, so I'll take control. Autopilot back on control. Oh, didn't like that. It's taking me slightly right here as the road widened. It actually went across it, but then it sorted itself out. So we actually need to go to Tile Giant here on the left. And sadly, even if I put navigation on, it wouldn't follow it. Oh, it's slowing down because of that lorry on the left. So it slowed down for it. And then it says here, stopping for traffic lights. But let's turn in left here. And then we'll go through the city and we'll head back out again. Okay, job's done at the tile shop. Now we're gonna head and go, and go around. So you see here, it wasn't actually stopping for this junction at all, which was a little bit worrying. I'm not sure as well, it made a weird noise. It made the kind of abort noise, but it didn't actually abort. So I'm not sure what was going on with it. Let's see how it handles all of this. Could be a little bit of a weird road. It's gone over into the middle of the road and now it's brought itself back across on the left. That was actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to do that. There is no line in the middle of the road, and I think because of the car in front, that kept our car on the left hand side. I'm going to bump it up to 20 miles an hour here. Again, this is pretty good. It's not veering us off to the other side or anything crazy like that. Keeping it nice and straight. I would love to know if it's following that Suzuki at all for its location on the road here, because you can see it's flicking around quite a lot. Oh yeah, okay, now let's see what it'll do here. It might go a little bit strange as we come up to the junction. Will it do this corner? Oh, it's accelerating hard. Jeepers, man. That was not good at all. And honestly, I just feel that if I'd have left that, I feel it would have just gone crazy. And it would have just accelerated so hard until it eventually had to slam on or something. So I've got it set now that it will actually go the speed that I'm going. Rather than going up to the speed limit, it now actually starts at whatever speed I'm going at. Again, up to around about here, if I leave it on, it will just abort. It won't, okay. It thought, oh, that was, whoa, that was strange. So it did an abort. It thought that there was traffic lights and a stop back there on the roundabout, which there wasn't, and then it saw one further along, and it asked me to confirm through that as well. See, that was a little bit strange there. And again, these are the little areas that I really would hope that they would start improving. I just really hope the beta comes over here soon, but I don't think it will. People are always asking what kind of timeline I expect. If I'm being honest, if I'm being totally, brutally honest here, we'll get to a roundabout, so I'll cut it off here. If I'm being totally, brutally honest, I don't think this car will ever be full self-driving. Oh, there's no one on the roundabout. Oh, come on. I don't think this car will ever be full self-driving, if I'm being totally honest. So that's going to be an interesting one, I think, down the line. But let's see. I really hope I'm wrong. And don't get me wrong, the tech that's in this car is absolutely amazing. It's just not full self-driving. Keeping really tight on the left side of the road here. Really tight to these cars. But did it really nicely. And again, slowing up here for this. So I'll bring it off myself. And then again here, coming up to these traffic lights, we are going to take a left turn, so I'm just kind of intrigued to see where the car takes us. It would take us into the lane there on the right, but we're going left here, so we can go through this. Which again, it doesn't show that, you know, there's any arrows pointing left. It doesn't show anything except for a simple cluster of lights. So like there, for example, where there was a different rule for going straight on versus going left, the car didn't pick up on that yet. Again, this kind of road, perfect. I would, you know, happily 100% have confidence that it would drive me to these red lights and stop at these red lights, but that's kind of all. There you go, it picked up the cyclist there, which was quite cool. Again, already stopping for traffic control. And this is where it, you know, it will work. But sadly, we still need to intervene to get it to go through these lights. Is it gonna stop correctly? It is, yeah, and that stopped really well, actually. Again here, so on the far right, there's obviously 3 lights and then a different one for green. I'll go here and we'll see, is it gonna go straight? It is, and it did it really nicely. Again, I'm going into this left lane, so I'll move over here to myself. Okay, that actually did that a lot better. It went straight on, whereas I expected it to potentially take me left to the train station because of the lines. Here's a perfect example of what I mentioned earlier. The car's confused, it thinks it's green, which it is for us, but then there's also a red light. A little bit, now it thinks it's all red lights, a little bit strange. Wow, it actually nearly did that turn itself. I was not expecting it to even do how much it did. So that was nice to see. Again, I've got to confirm that I'm happy for it to go through these green lights, which I've already done. That was impressive, the way it followed. Again, I don't know if that's because there was a car in front, but just the way it followed was really quite impressive. Stopping behind for this taxi and then going forward nicely. It's pinged me there to say, can you confirm these green lights up ahead? I just want to see, will it? So it, yeah, it still says red. So now as soon as I confirm it, it will go through. Nice and easily here. And let's see if it slows down at all for the roundabout at the top of the hill. Again, it's not going to do the roundabout, but will it slow us down? 29, 28, yeah, it's slowing us down a little bit. Yeah, it is bringing it to a little bit of a slowdown. But again, we need to take full control when we actually get to the roundabout itself. Okay, autopilot back on, and then I'll put the speed up to 30. Now, sometimes, yeah, it's actually doing it now. You see, it's not speeding up. That's weirdly, it does this all the time here. And then these lights underneath this school sign sometimes bugger it up. Look, see, it's like, oh, there might be, I'm not sure. It's weird. That stretch of road has that little bug. It used to have a bug here as well, where it did a little wobble and brake on this left side, but it seems to have fixed now. Yeah, there's no stopping or slowing down there at all, which is nice. And again, down roads like this, no problem at all. I have full confidence in it at this point to just do this all the way to the end of the roundabout with no problems. Let's see how much it does. So again here, as we come into the 40, I'm pretty sure it won't speed up. It still wants you to speed it up past it. Yeah, still wants you to speed it up to the speed limit. We might have an issue here actually, because it looks like there's a car on the road. Yeah, there's definitely a car on the road on our side a little bit. Not enough for me to worry about, but definitely not yeah, it didn't like that. It definitely wasn't going to go around it itself. It slammed on really quickly, so then I had to take full control of it. Okay, we're going to go straight over here as another Tesla goes past us. And we're going to take it down a bit of a country lane. So we've seen in the city, not much has really changed. Does it pick up that sign? No, it didn't pick up that 60 sign, but it did turn into a 60. And again, speeding us up slowly, but that's fine. We've got a train in front of us. That looks pretty cool. And then this is on like a back road, and then we're going to go into a single lane. And again, if you want to see more videos on every single bit, so a video all about the city, a video all about narrow roads, a video all about the motorway, etc., hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers, and we'll pump out some content, and I'll be able to show you really in depth where the Tesla system is now. There's an animal on the road. Nope, didn't go for it. didn't go for it. That's a shame. You saw though that when I took control, it had a little bit of a fit. But yeah, it didn't dodge that animal that was on the road, which is a shame. It's done that corner nicely. I would actually like it to slow down a tiny bit here if it could. I'll take control because I did not feel confident with it there. I'm gonna bring this down to 35. So around that, I felt it kind of break, and because I could see the way that the road kind of went around, I wasn't fully confident that the car was gonna stick to our side of the lane. And that's the really dangerous part about the laws over here, the regulations on how much the car can turn. Because if that regulation stops my car turning and goes slightly onto the middle line even, because most lorries are on the middle line, I'm gonna get hit, or I'm gonna hit into them. Either way, and it's the fault of the car not being allowed legally to turn enough. It's absolutely nuts that that is still a thing, but it is. So no problem at all. Braking here again. So you saw that BMW driver, exactly what I'm talking about, cut across the side of the road. The car slowed down for it really nicely. And you know, it's no one's fault that they're slightly in the road. Everyone does cut the lane slightly. But at those points, you need to know to slow down, stay in your lane, and I just don't think the car is on that just yet. Let's see if it'll pick up these cyclists. Yeah, nice and early. Pick them up. Did it show 2 of them? It did. It showed them for a split second. So coming up to this, definitely not at 50. I'm going to slow it down to 40, but I'm going to see if the car will slow itself down. Yeah, it is. Look at that. It's going slow, going slower. Braking hard. Oh, just onto the verge. Oh, that's such a shame. We literally just went up onto the verge a little bit. Again, because the car legally can't steer enough. Absolutely mental. Because it can do it. That's such... it can steer more. But it just is saying, no, I'm not allowed to, because... it's absolutely crazy. Again though, on these roads where we're on straights, when it's nice, lined road, good corners, all this kind of stuff, it's a really good system. It's working really nicely. I know that it won't slow down in time for this 30, so I'm going to bring it all the way down to 30 myself. And I'd rather actually slow down a bit quicker there, if I'm being totally honest. But there we go, it has worked out nicely. And we'll take, let's go right here, and we'll go down one of these single lane roads. So I'm going to see if it'll set up here. Will it do it? No, it won't do it straight away. Again, we're looking for the lines that the car will be confident enough to self-drive. And currently there are actually no lines down this bit of the road. Okay, we've got people on the road here, a child, so we'll go nice and slow. Do they show on the car? No, they don't show on the car. Oh, the car is happy to self-drive though. Oh no, not anymore. For a split second there. Yes, okay, we've got it, it's self-driving. Here we go. What will it do? It should, yes, it sticks to the left now. No, it doesn't, it goes to the right. Oh, it goes all the way over to the right too. Oh my God. There's no one coming, so we're safe here. But that's nuts. We're on the wrong side of the road. We are not American. We need to be over here at all times. You should stick to the left side of the road. It probably would have, no, I don't even think it would have cut back across. The problem is it gets that wrong straight away. And obviously if you're on the wrong side of the road, it doesn't want to change lanes naturally. So that's kind of the big problem. Still with that system, which is kind of annoying. This guy's flashed me on, so I'm just going to speed up just to get past him. It's very nice of him. But again, so down this kind of road, there is no lanes, there's no lines. The car, you can see, it's all over the place where it might think lines are, but it's not happy to do it. It's not happy to give us a go. And we've got a tractor coming anyway, so I don't think I'd want to give it a go, to be honest. And we'll do a quick 0 to 60 from here, okay? Here's the launch at only 20 miles in the car. 3, 2, 1, go. Still got great power initially. and then it's still pushing, but yeah, you can clearly see that it's not getting there that quickly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little update, guys. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll be back for more. Until next time, don't forget, drive safe.